Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with us, and I had a poll to do a full moon reading. I am recording this in the eve of the full moon, which I can already sense very strong energies coming through for different zodiac signs, and I'm going to do a short energy overview reading for each zodiac sign. No clarification. I will pull 3 tarot cards, I will pull an oracle card, and I will pull 1 chakra card. All right, let's go ahead and get started and see what kind of energies and what events everybody might possibly expect. We're gonna start with the zodiac sign of Aries. Let's take a look and see. You're starting with the Queen of Wands, with a 9 of Wands, and a 5 of Cups. Very fiery and resistant energy. It's very intense with the 9 of Cups. You have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Now everything is making sense for you, Aries. Let's go ahead and pull a chakra card to complete the picture, and then I will explain what I mean. Solar plexus chakra, fire. Ignite the powerful energy of your individual light. There you go. Now everything is coming together. Aries, you are a powerful fire sign. You are the first zodiac sign. You're the leader. You're starting it off with solar year. So with a Queen of Wands, 9 of Wands, and a 5 of Cups, there is this resistance. Something is trying to come through. And for some of you, I'm getting the energy where you're still resisting, you still don't let go. In a sense, let the universe take the wheel. You're still trying to write your own narrative, but not in a way where you let go and let universe guide you. Let the spirit guide you, work with the energy. You going against the flow. It's kind of like kayaking against the current. That's nearly impossible. So that's where the resistance comes from. Some of you are also closing up a lot. There is also this sense of disappointment, the time that you wasted. For some of you, I'm seeing you're looking at the people that you're around or that are coming around you, and you go, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have wasted so much time and energy on them, or I wish I wouldn't have wasted so much money on this purchase, or I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done this. You are exactly where you need to be, Aries. You have come this far to learn the lessons that you were meant to learn. Yes, you may have taken many detours. Some of them could have been pleasant, and some of them may have not been pleasant. But Aries, you are where you are meant to be. You are exactly right here. You're starting a new journey. Now, on the 25th, I believe, Jupiter enters Gemini. There's a lot of communication, a lot of information, a lot of shifts that are happening. So it's kind of, I'm seeing surfing. Get on that surfboard of energetic, let's put it this way, energetic surfboard, and go with it. Go with the waves, not against them. Don't regret about the past. It gave you the lessons that you needed to learn, and I'm hoping that you learned it. And as long as you learned it, you will be able to embrace this powerful energy. The fire, you have to find it within you. So you're at the dawn, Aries, of a new era for yourself. You're starting a cycle, a different cycle that's going to bring you a lot of ideas, a lot of fulfillment, ideas that will come to fruition. Something that you've been working or planting seeds for in the past year and a half. That's what I'm getting. You're going to start seeing the results of it. Now, the past is going to stay the past. You may be regretting some decisions. You may be at some point, you're looking back at it, you're missing some people, but you've gone this far, Aries. Those people that you're missing, or those circumstances that you're missing, it's okay to miss them. However, keep in mind that you're missing a completely different person, because you've already moved on. You're not the same person that you were 5 years ago, even 6 months ago. You moved on. And trust your wisdom, trust your intuition, trust your gut. You have a lot of fire, and you have to utilize this fire to pedal this board, to move yourself forward, because great things are waiting for you, Aries. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a lot that came through, a lot of downloads. I meditated before starting the reading, and a lot of things started coming through. It's like different voices were speaking at once, so I had a pull, and I typically go with a gut instinct. So thank you again, y'all, so much for being here. If you like this video, if you resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. It will help spread the message out there. And we're moving on to the sign of Taurus. Knight of Cups, Six of Cups, and King of Pentacles. If you are looking for love, if you're seeking for love, you may have some options coming through. Some of you could also be dealing with children, or healing, realizing that you need to be more gentle with your inner child. And that's what I'm getting. Some of you could be dealing with children that you currently have. For the Oracle card, you have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Taurus, we just shifted from your season into the Gemini, and I think May has been very fruitful for you. At least it should have been. You have a water goddess in a flow. Our true nature embodies the ebb and flow of life's pleasure. There's some of you are trying to ground yourself. Some of you are trying to find your footing. If you've done a lot of shadow work, if you've done a lot of self-discovery, looked at your different patterns, you are now coming out as a completely different person. This King of Pentacles is a very successful businessman. It could be your boss. It could also be you. And I think in this case is you. You've gone through the journey of self-discovery, of learning how to be more gentle and kind to yourself and your inner child. Maybe you've done some healing, and you're coming out as a King of Pentacles. And that's the energy that I'm getting, where you've got a taste of what success is like. You are now a completely different, reformed person. And during a full moon, you will realize what it's like to feel completely yourself, completely grounded, and you will learn how to enjoy all that transformation, the process itself, not just the results, but the process itself. You are guided and protected. You learn how to find your flow. And I think that's the whole message for the full moon for you, is you have this flow going. And you have to stay in it. You have to stay in it. You have to go with it. It will need you. If you not in a King of Pentacles kind of energy, because they're very strong, successful, not even in a material type of way, but King of Pentacles is very successful just overall. He has a good job. He makes very smart financial decisions. He is one of those people that everybody looks up to and comes for advice. So if you're not in the King of Pentacle energy yet, the advice is for you to find your flow. Whatever it is, however you need to balance it, find your flow to get into that King of Pentacle energy. And I'm getting that's where I should stop. Thank you so much, Taurus. I appreciate it. Messages are very deep. It's not like, oh, hey, this and this is going to happen. No, it's on a completely different level. And that's what full moon is about. Full moon is about depth, about letting go, about discoveries, about seeing what's working, what's not, about release, about removing stagnant energy. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. And I'll put a timestamps below so it's easier for you all to navigate through the readings. We have Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles. Oh Gemini, what can I say? Your energy totally is coming out. Everything is, you have 2 and 2, you have dualities, you have juggle things. But let's see. Journey by the moonlight, believe in magic. Some of you are trying to make a decision. And the way I'm seeing it, so there's a left side, there is a right side. And for those of you that do not know, I am a psychic medium, so I see things visually. I get the downloads visually. And sometimes things do not have the exact meaning, a literal meaning. So you have to apply it to your situation, however that fits. So for you, Gemini, what I'm seeing is there's 2 sides, and then there's a divider. So you are, and that's typical for you because you are a Gemini. So there's one side to you, and then there's another side to you, but there is a divider. And I guess you're having a hard time, some of you, of course that would not apply to everybody, you're having a hard time with picking a side. You're having a hard time maintaining the balance of give and take, good and bad, rich and poor, if that makes sense. So if you like spending money, so you're having a hard time of not spending money. If you give too much, you can't find the balance, you're struggling with the balance of give and receive. And we have to learn how to equally give as we have to learn how to receive as well. And for some of you, maybe giving comes naturally. For some of you, receiving comes naturally. So your task, Gemini, is to learn how to master the opposite. And that's the message for the full moon. Believe in magic. Good things happen. You have the moon, you have the pentacles. And for the chakra card, you have love. Open your heart to the divine love that is present. And I'm not talking about love for your partner, love for your family, love for your friends. I'm talking about the kind of love that you feel with your core. For some of you, spirituality may be a little new. That's what I'm feeling. And you're still a little bit skeptical. So if you're that person, you are invited to open your heart and your mind to something that's beyond our physical existence and master the opposite. So if you're a non-believer, believe in something. Find that one thing that makes you believe. There's a lot for you that's going to be happening around the full moon. You could come out of it a completely different person, or it will kick off the process of your one of the biggest transformations that you can possibly have in your life, Gemini, if you let it, if you ready for it, if you make an effort. Because you have full moon here, and then pentacles. They're also circles. So there's a lot going on for you. It's going to be a very, very intense full moon, Gemini. And I'm feeling some of you have so much passion and you truly want to believe in something, but you just haven't found that yet. So master the opposite. Remember the message, master the opposite, Gemini. Thank you so much. And wow, that was intense. I could feel it. Could feel some of you always fighting and struggling with things on a daily basis. Just some of you struggling to find who you are, who this new person is, or who you want to be. Thank you, Gemini. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Of course, King of Cups. Why not? For you. The Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. So, couple of things. Some of you may be taking your marriage or commitment to something extremely serious. Very serious. You're very loyal. You put a heart and soul into it. Some of you could be torn between two choices. Either, let's say if you're single and you're seeing a couple different people, could be one younger, one older, one established, one is still up in the air but has a lot of passion. You could be trying to decide which way to go. There's also could be a power struggle between you and your partner, or you and your parents. Fish pose, release. Surrender to your higher self and release all judgments. Exactly. There you go, Cancer. Cancer, sometimes I've known from my personal perspective, I have a lot of Cancers that are overthinkers that I've come across with. Could be a characteristic of the zodiac sign, just in general, but don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Cancers tend to have a lot of intuitive abilities. They just may not know explore them to the fullest. And you have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So that release that's happening, that's going to be liberating. For some of you, you may have been building up to this big thing I'm feeling. Building up your courage, building up your strength, building up, like getting your ducks in a row for this major launch, release, or different type of representation of yourself, if that makes sense. Some of you could decide to embark on a learning journey. Some of you could be I'm hearing struggling with self-discipline, because Hierophant is very committed and disciplined card. It's major arcana, but Cancer, you're very flowy and fluid, I would say. So discipline may not be a strong suit, and that's where the power struggle comes from. But whatever you've been building up, once you release it, you will realize how liberating that is, how many doors this release will open up for you. or once you make a choice, if there is a choice presented in your situation, you will realize, hey, you will be thinking, okay, I should have done that earlier. It could be that you decide to choose yourself and not either one of these people. Now, I'm also getting, some of you could be looking at yourself, at your past self, at your younger self, through the eyes of the King of Cups. And you're thinking and you're seeing that how far you've come, and that this person that you're thinking of, you have this image in front of you of your younger self, and you're going through all the steps that you took, all the life events, all the decisions that you made, bad or good, it doesn't matter. And you're realizing that how far you've come, how far away you are from that person, how much work you've done to transform yourself, to bring growth into your life. So very deep message. Thank you so much, Cancer. Cancer messages are always deep. No matter what type of reading I'm doing, they're always deep. Again, for those of you that are new, I'm so glad you came across this video. That means there are messages that you are meant to hear, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And we're moving on to the sign of Leo. Leo starts with the Lovers and the Moon. What is up with all this dual thing happening? It's because of Gemini. Never mind, that everything makes sense. Everything comes together. In Leo, you have the Strength card, which represents yourself, your beautiful selves. There you go. I'll move it here so everybody can see it. With the Moon card, it does indicate hopes and fears, all your hidden information coming to light, and that could also very well be, wow. I mean, I have no words right now. Leo, I was meant to do this reading for all of you. I look at the Moon card as a portal to go deep within yourself, or bring out your weaknesses, bring out something that you're pushing into this dark, deep corner that you didn't want to acknowledge. In a flow, everything is smooth sailing, and you have this Lion, courage. Be courageous and see your power in the world. Wow. Right underneath the Strength card. I mean, come on. This is no coincidence. You have two lions that you literally put in your hand and the mouth of. Some of you thought your life could go one way, but it went completely opposite way. And that's okay, Leo. You could be faced with choices, or you could be realizing that it's time to deal with a lot of dark stuff, a lot of truths about yourself and your life that you didn't want to admit necessarily. You put in all the strength and courage that you have to go deep within. And once you confront those fears, once you confront those hidden parts of yourselves that you just tucked in or swept under the rug for how many years that has been, you will liberate yourself. It's going to be smooth sailing from there on out. You have all the courage. Leo, this is a very important message for you. And if you were skeptical up until this point, I mean, we have a strength card and a lion. Both represent the courage, your inner courage, your bravery, your strength, everything that's within you. You have, I'm seeing the spinal cord right now being very firm and sturdy. So your core is very strong. You are a lion, but some of you don't know you're a lion. You think you're a little rabbit, but you're not. You're this massive thing full of life and energy and strength. All you need to do is bring it out from underneath yourself, from within yourself. There is a chance, and always with a moon card, if you see these two pillars and the road, this is an open gate. This is a portal. There is a chance that's opening up for you, Leo, to go through this portal, to go through that journey. It may be dark, but by the time you get there, the sun's gonna come out. And some of you, as you will be going onto this road and moving along in your journey, you will be looking to the left and you will be looking to the right. And that will represent all your choices in life that you've made and that you will make in the future. Embrace it, acknowledge it, release what's not needed, and take on a journey only something that will be useful, that will bring out your power. I love this so much, Leo. Go for it, because once you start on this journey, you will know your worth and things will start happening for you. I love it. I love it for you. Wow. I feel so much power, very, very strong energy from this card. I don't really know how to express that or how to describe it all the way, but if I hold it, I can feel this lion strength. And some of you need to see the opposite side of courage and look it in the eye and realize how strong you are to even look that thing in the eye. You have what it takes, Leo. Go for it. Take these opportunities. The portal will open for you on this full moon. Take this opportunity and go for it. Thank you so much, Leo. Wow, so many great messages coming through. And now into the sign of Virgo. Let's see what energies Virgo has in store. And just a reminder, full moon is tomorrow, May 23rd, 2024. Virgo, you're starting with Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, and Eight of Swords. And you know what? I was shuffling your cards earlier, and I was thinking about Virgo, and Eight of Swords came out, which means it is meant to be here. It is meant for you to deal with the energies that Eight of Swords card brings. Like there's something you want. There's a goal that you have in mind. But you think that there's an obstacle in front of you, like a tangible, physical obstacle. Could be people, could be circumstances. But all it is, what I'm feeling for you, Virgo, is you're too much in your head. You're wrapped up in your head. That's what I'm hearing. You're wrapped up in your head, and that's why you see this obstacle to your Nine of Cups as unbreakable. But if you look with Eight of Swords, she is really not seeing that. She's not tied to the swords. She's not. All she needs to do is make a decision and set herself free. Ascending a mountain. Keep going forward. There you go. No matter what obstacle you think you have in front of you during full moon, Virgo, don't let your fears hold you back. You have third eye chakra Om. Travel deep within your consciousness and realize your vast potential. Again, there is no limit to what you can achieve, Virgo. Queen of Swords she's very intelligent. She follows through on her promises. She knows every step she takes, and this could actually be you in this case, Virgo. Although you're not an air sign, but Queen of Swords represents you. All you see in front of you is something that you want to achieve. So she takes calculated steps, calculated risks, makes decisions based on her intellect, intuition. However, at the same time, you may think that you're just stuck. There is no way out. I'm seeing you spinning around in circles, but essentially you're just wrapped up in your thoughts, in your head. You need to go forward. Keep going forward. You have so much potential. I'm hearing meditation. So Virgo, during this full moon, if you can ground yourself and meditate, that would be definitely beneficial for all of you, just in general. But if you have an intention that you want to set for this meditation, the answers will come. You will see, most likely it's gonna come in a visionary, like a picture, like kind of like the downloads that I see for all of you. And some of you may not even know that the obstacle that you see in front of you is really there, or that exists. You'll realize that you'll see that during full moon or during a meditation. And during a meditation, you may also take off your blindfolds and set yourself free from these bandages that she has wrapped around her body. You will be able to liberate. I'm hearing you'll be able to breathe, like somebody breathing with a sigh of relief. Again, let me know in a comment how this resonates for you, Virgo. But you're very strong, Virgo. You're very put together typically. You try to keep it together. You always have a plan of some sort. So be the Queen of Swords that you are right now. And there's nothing really stopping you. For some of you, during the full moon, you will actually liberate yourself to the point you'll be able to overcome some obstacles that are coming your way and advance yourself forward this road through the mountains towards your success, to realize your true potential, Virgo. Thank you so much. Wow, that was definitely a deep message, and I like cards that teach you a lesson. So whenever there is Tower, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords that are coming through, cards that are not very satisfactory or pleasant for a lot of people, I look at it as a potential, as a lesson, something that we need to learn. All right, Libra is next up. We have Death, 6 of Cups, and 10 of Swords. Some of you are going to quit this childish behavior. Like, you're going to stop acting a fool. That's what I'm hearing. Very strange. I mean, could be a very strange message, but you're going to... So if at one point people looked at you one way, like you playful, you joke around. You could be the class clown, life of the party, but nobody really knew your struggles and who you truly are. Now is the time. What I'm hearing is you're gonna stop acting a fool. Like, you're gonna drop the facade and stop pretending in front of people and bring your true self forward. Yes, that requires vulnerability. Yes, it does. But to go through a complete transformation, to heal, that could also have something to do with your inner child, with your past, or with your children. To truly heal and let go and release, you have to become vulnerable. And sometimes Libras, they're people, if that makes sense. Very outgoing, like to be in the crowd, like to be in the center of attention. However, deep down inside, you, like everybody else, goes through a lot of struggles, and you're fighting demons, you're fighting different fights throughout the life. But you don't like showing that to people. So in this case, you have to be vulnerable and let other people see your true self. Raw, unfiltered Libra. As raw as it comes. You have protected by the angels. You are cherished by the angels. You are protected. So I'm seeing like a energetic dome that's put over you. So even if you drop the curtain, I'm seeing literally dropping the curtain. For some of you, maybe that relates to you in a different way. Let me know in the comments. But once you drop the curtain, you're going to be protected. Like, nothing is going to happen to you. Nobody's going to throw raw eggs at you or tomatoes. No, it's actually going to be beautiful. You have Krishna Radha love. Open your heart to the divine love that is present. You have to learn how to love yourself in a way that you actually are, with all your quirks, with all your vulnerabilities, with all the struggles and life lessons and battle scars, not literal, that you have on your soul and your heart and your body, maybe, however that applies. But when people come into your life, if you want to find that person who will truly love you and have that divine connection, you have to be vulnerable. You have to heal whichever parts of you that you are trying to avoid in order for that love to come through. Because otherwise, any relationships that are built on the superficial foundations, they will not last. You have to be energetically ready to enter a divine connection, but you have to have that divine loving connection towards yourself first. If that makes sense, Libra. So, thank you all so much. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, there was a lot of strong energy surrounding this full moon, and I could feel it for a lot of zodiac signs. It's just massive, massive changes. Thank you so much, Libra. Thank you. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Starts with 7 of Wands, of course. Scorpio, Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing you making some preparations. Like, you have been making some preparations. So if you're meant to hear that message, let me know what that means. But as soon as I saw the Knight of Pentacles, I saw and heard the preparation. Like, either you're going on a trip, you're going on a literal or metaphorical journey, and you've been preparing for that. So that could be the case. Scorpio. Oh wow, those are some popular cards today. Water goddess, inner flow, one true nature embodies ebb and flow of life's pleasure. Beautiful energy. Especially for you, Scorpio, you are a water sign. So, water goddess came to guide you. And let's see what the oracle card tells us. Watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Some of you do need to take a time out. I'm seeing you need to gather your thoughts. Some of you have been fighting other people. Not in a literal sense, but standing up for yourself, standing your ground, or you were the only person in the room with a different opinion than everybody else, and you had to express that opinion and stand behind it. And I feel that you're tired, like that took so much out of you. And the message for you this full moon, is to relax, to gather your thoughts, to meditate perhaps, go on a hike, do mental reload exercise, just decompress. That's what I'm feeling. And that's where the water goddess comes in. I'm seeing a lot of clear water. So some of you could be going or could be swimming in the clear water, could be either kayaking, canoeing, or maybe on a boat. I'm seeing a lot of ripples in the clear water. So let me know if this applies to you. But with the Ace of Cups, you get in a complete rebirth in love and feelings. You could be re-examining your feelings towards something or somebody. You're looking at things from a different angle, from a different perspective, without those rose glasses that you like to put on sometimes. You're seeing the things as they are, and you like it better. You're also seeing yourself as you are. You're coming to love yourself more. So recharge, Scorpio. Don't put that feisty energy away. Take a break. It's time for you to recoup, to regroup before you move forward onto this journey. You need it. Thank you so much, Scorpio. As we can see, completely different energies for everybody. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the Six of Pentacles. Immediately, I'm hearing the battle of a heart and mind, with the two knights going up against each other head to head. Again, it's all about balance. So there could be a situation in your life, Sagittarius, where you faced with choices, you need to make a choice. Or you battling the heart and mind, literally Knight of Cups and a Knight of Swords. In some cases, Knight of Swords represents, could be not so good news, or somebody comes in to disturb your peace, or to shake things up, and then they come in and then they leave. That could very well apply to some of you, but I don't feel it in this sense for collective It's just a battle of heart and mind. And take it as it resonates. But that describes it all for me. Oh, wow. Look at this. And you have stay focused. Hold the course. Things are becoming more clear to me. And with the Six of Pentacles, you could be bearing fruits. You could be receiving rewards. Some of you will start a new job. Either the week of the full moon, which means this week, or the week after, or will get a lead on a new job. So that will help your financial situation. And you have priestess, intuition. Connect to the highest wisdom of the divine feminine. And Sagittarius, you should definitely explore the divine feminine in this case. So right now, these two are going up against each other. So you're fighting there's like a battle going on in your head as to, hey, what should I do? Should I, for example, I'm going to give you an example. I'm offered a job, or maybe two. And if one of the jobs requires for you to move to a different city, but then you have a family in the city that you live in right now. So your heart battles the mind. Now you have to weigh the pros and cons. How each move will benefit you. You could sit down with a notepad and draw a line and put pros and cons. I'm seeing somebody do that. I'm seeing somebody writing out the financial plan for themselves. So that could be the battle of heart and mind. Some of you are looking to help your relatives with that job. So now you're making that justification. Okay, hey, if I move, I will be able to help my parents more because, let's say, cost of living is cheaper and my salary is going to be more, better benefits, but I will be away from the family. However, I can visit them. So it's like this voice of reason comes in and goes. You're trying to circle around all the decisions, but stay focused, hold the course, and listen to your intuition, Sagittarius. I think you already know what to do. Like deep down inside, you know what to do. Some things have just been throwing you off the course. In this case, the Knight of Swords. But you know yourself best. What is it that's most important for you? For some of you, it's money and you don't have any family ties. So you can simply get up and go. For some of you, family is more important because they're your tribe, they're your village, they're support, that's babysitters for kids, that's shoulder to cry on, that's an advice, whatever it could be in your life. We're all different. You may be very close with your parents. They could be elder, and that's what's more important. So think what's important for you. Six of Pentacles is also about the balance, how much you give and receive. Like, can you make all the money in the world? Absolutely not. Like, what's important for you? You know intuitively what the right answer is because you already have it within you. You've just been thrown this external information that's messing with your head and your heart. So you're kind of going back and forth. So listen to your intuition, your gut feeling, and you know yourself best. And let me know in the comments how that turns out. I would love to know. Wow, lots of changes for everybody. But I appreciate y'all being here and trusting me with your reading and your guidance. It means a lot to me. It's very important. I truly, truly enjoy when I get a lot of downloads. I enjoy giving advice and reading for all the zodiac signs. So thank you all so much. Next, we're going to move on to the Capricorn. Let's see what energy. Wow, look at that, Capricorn. Oh, 5 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. Lots of changes again. Yet another sign that's going through lots of changes. I'm seeing that there's been some breakthrough or some victory, some success that's coming. But you're not quite happy with it. Like, I'm seeing you sitting back and analyzing, taking this thing apart in your head. Like, okay, like how good is it really? Like something your gut could be telling you something is not quite right, not settling with you. Let's go ahead and pull the oracle cards so we can complete the picture, shall we? Traveling lightly, simplify your life. So what I'm getting here, Capricorn, you're looking to make changes. Some of you. The change is needed. There's been some shift recently that has brought you to this doorstep of something needs to change. Like it can't continue this way any longer. Like you're looking to make changes and adjustments. Could be in money. For some of you, you could be spending too much, or you have a lot of debt, or you're trying to figure out how to get out of debt. For some of you is employment. Now you're thinking, okay, I know I have this great position, but am I really valued? Like, how do they view me? Did I realize my potential? Is that all I can do? Like, is that what I'm all good for? No. The answer is no. There could be some confusion on that end, but I think you need to drop all the doubts. And that's where traveling lightly, simplify your life. I think you need to drop all the doubts that are literally like a burden, like a baggage. You know, hot air balloon and you have sandbags, and that's weighing you down. So once you drop them, you'll be on your way. You'll be on your merry way, Capricorn. Pardon me while I take a sip of my delicious coffee. You know you're so much more than where you're at. Yes, on the outside, it may look good. Hey, I have a good job, I have a title, but is that where I want to be? Or, hey, I have a wife and kids, but am I really a contributor? Am I the best father? Am I the best husband? Am I the best wife? Am I the best mother? Am I the best daughter? Like what you looking for expansion. You have so much within you. You know you have a lot of potential within you. But you have all these weights like that are holding you down. It could be your company that does not fully appreciate you or does not let you put your ideas into action. So you're looking at all of these different aspects of your life, Capricorn, during this full moon. And you know you have a lot of potential. So there's definitely a lot of thinking to do. But once you drop some of the weights, I'm seeing somebody literally dropping the weights of their waist belt, and then you'll be able to move forward. You'll be able to take the steps that you need to take, or take the courses if you are looking for a different job, or spend more time with your family. That's what I'm getting for you. Very interesting. Let me know in the comments how that turns out for you. But I appreciate y'all. Lots of changes. Next we have is Aquarius. Aquarius, our air sign. Aquarius, you're starting with the Knight of Pentacles. With the Ace of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing a lot of go with the flow type of energy, but also some of you trying to help that flow and try to direct that flow somewhere. So some of you could be trying to figure out a way to direct the flow. I don't know why it came up and how that resonates in your life, but that's what I'm seeing. You know how, let's say, bank of a river just flows down like a downstream, right? And then you're trying to build rocks or sand to reroute the river. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. Surrendering to the journey, release control. Oh my God. Aquarius. Boom. Some of you feel the need to have the control. Like you feel the need, like you absolutely have to move this flow yourself. But in reality, you don't. The flow is going by itself. It always has been going by itself, and it will keep going by itself. So during full moon, my dear Aquarius, wolf communication. Notice your ability to convey ideas through words and expression. Some of you would need to release the control. You need to surrender to the flow. And if you've been trying to control that flow through actions, try to turn this into a dialogue, a communication. Telling somebody how you feel instead of trying to, instead of trying to control the situation behind their back. Transparency. Surrender. This is your message, Aquarius. Surrender to the journey. There's no backstabbing plan that's going on behind your back. Like some of you think that if I don't control it, I'm going to lose it, or you're holding on to it tightly, like you're trying to reroute this river. And it's the river. It's made by the nature. The nature is the only thing that's going to control where it needs to go. Your intervention in this case is not necessary, but rather go within and open that line of communication with a person that you're trying to be with or dealing with or around, to actually, for them to know how you are, or who you are, and for you to know that you have an ability to surrender and to express how you feel without trying to scheme things up or trying to, control every step of the way, of the process. Don't shoot the messenger. The cards are telling the story, and my downloads are telling the story. It's not bad. Nobody's saying you're a bad person, of course, but that's the messages to surrender and communicate. In this full moon, see, we even have a full moon here. Wow, very powerful, Aquarius. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm feeling you will actually discover something beautiful like a waterfall. It could be metaphorical, but once you stop putting those sandbags and rocks to reroute this river or the flow, you will see something beautiful, because you know what? You will be able to stop and appreciate the beauty of the process and of the river flowing and enjoy it. And you will see things around you rather than spending all this energy on trying to do something that's absolutely not necessary, that can do something for itself. All right, Aquarius, we're moving on to Pisces. Pisces, last but not least. Wow, look at that. Yet again, the Lovers, the Death, and Ace of Wands. There's new things that are opening up for you. Right off the back, I am feeling Pisces. It's coming through. You're going to get new ideas, new beginnings, but you have to go through some kind of trials and tribulations. This could be a wrap up for your trials and tribulations, Pisces. There's a lot of tug of war, back and forth that's been happening. That's what I'm getting with the Lover's card. And I just wanted to let everybody know, if you don't know, I read cards intuitively. They may not have the same exact actual literal tarot meaning. So for me, it's whatever download I will get, whatever story I see in front of me. That's what I convey. So we have the Lovers. You have to go through these trials and tribulations, but you're building something for yourself, or you're building yourself in a way that nobody has ever seen you before. You will get different ideas. There's going to be new roads opening up for you. And I'm seeing you literally riding a horse and stepping through all these, not literally people, like it indicates in a death card, but stepping through all these challenges and roadblocks that life throws at you. And you get into the field, to the open field, with the Ace of Wands. You have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So you're almost there. You've had your trials and tribulations, difficult, maybe some leftover energies carrying through. Then you passing through with the Death card to get to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, it's a new beginning. The new beginning that's opening up for you with a lot of new things and opportunities coming your way. And for some, you are making those opportunities happen. That's what I'm seeing. You have great central sun, unity. Look at that. Become aware of ideas, consciousness, and existence beyond the know. Boom, there you go. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, whatever placement you're in Pisces. This is the time for new beginning and transformation. This is the time for breakthrough and new ideas. But I'm hearing you have to tie the knots. I'm literally seeing you tying the knots and locking the locks on these Lovers and trials and tribulations card. This actually reminds me of a Judgment card. This has the energy of the Judgment card right now for you, which is rebirth, which is you leaving that behind, you shutting the door, a little door, closing the bags, closing the doors, the windows, and you moving through, getting on your high horse, and you're trotting over to the Ace of Wands. There's going to be so much new that's opening up for you, but you also have to do the work, walk the walk. Now we have Jupiter and Gemini that's coming through. Gemini is very great with communication and words and ideas. However, you have to do the action. You have to do the work in order for you to get the most out of those ideas and opportunities that are coming through for you, Pisces. This is a beautiful energy. I absolutely love it. And I feel like that's where I should stop. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all so much. Please let me know in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. It will help my channel grow and will help me get the message out there from spirit guides. Again, thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good one.